Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. In the last part, we got a sword and a shield, but we're called to come here by the Deku Tree. So, let's head there. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. O Navi, thou hast returned. Bard, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily thou hast felt it. Bard, time to has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need these to break the curse with thy wisdom and courage. Does thou have courage enough to undertake this task? Yes. Then enter, brave Bard, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Bard. And Bard, when Navi speaks, use Navi to listen well to her words of wisdom. And as you can see, it's just the bottom left. Come on, be brave, let's go into the Great Deku Tree. And we're about to get started on our first dungeon. I didn't realize the cutscene was that short. I guess I'm thinking of a later cutscene. We could have knocked that one out right at the end of the last part. Inside the Deku Tree. So, lots of stuff here, but we're just gonna climb our way up. Make a few jumps because it is a nice circle room. Look at this wall. The vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Bard. And it's true, you can indeed climb these walls, but you can see there's spiders all over it, or sculptulas. So I am going to avoid it as much as possible. And we pick up the dungeon map, which is a very, very helpful tool. Blue chambers are places you've already visited. So you can see on the bottom screen now, we are in the big circle room, and there's going to be a path off one way. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Pay attention to the action icon says. That's the A button in the upper screen. So this guy's gonna shoot Deku Nuts at us, and all we have to do is make sure to guard them. Ow, 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 forgive me, master, if I give you a tip. Will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, hold forward. You will roll on the ground when you land. You won't get hurt from the fall. Can't guarantee it'll work if the cliff is really, really high, though. Well, try it if you're feeling bold. And there we go. We're actually going to ignore that platform. We can cut these little grasses, and that's going to get us a little bit of rupees, but nothing too major. And oh, there's a second climb event. Let's climb up this one first. And we get, for our troubles, a recovery heart. We haven't taken any damage yet, but it's good to have those in any case. Make our jump down. And this is a much more useful item than that recovery heart. It is the fairy slingshot. Oh, oops, wrong one. I keep hitting start for items. We're just gonna put the slingshot over our Deku seeds. And so if we hold X, we can actually aim around, and it helpfully shows you this ladder. However, because we didn't use this platform, you just kind of step on it and leave. Because as you walk on it, it falls and breaks. Which means if you used it to go through the front way, you have to use the slingshot to get out. But I don't know, I tended to prefer to not use it. Also, we have this, which gives us the option to shoot down the sculptulas. However, oh yes, and the Deku Seeds cutscene. However, you can also, you climb, you can see he turned purple. If you're moving, he turns purple and tries to like and knock you down. But yeah, so long as you're not moving, he won't do it. I'd give that another shot, but let's just continue on. You. And I wanted to give it at least one shot because I've seen so many people do it. I figured, you know what, I've got a chance. That cleans up most of the, actually that cleans up all of this vine. We can make our way up to the top. Now there's another room up here as well. Let's head in and see what to do. So this is the first one. The door's actually locked. We're gonna light our Deku stick and then step on this switch. I don't remember if there's actually any need for a flaming torch over here. Does not look like it. But we got the compass. And it looks like it auto put away our stick because we still have all 10. Now the compass, you can see, gave a nice little red treasure chest onto both the little map on the bottom left and the big map on the bottom screen. Oh yes, and we've killed the one that sticks straight up. You kill the ones that aren't solid sticks, they are going to give you, what are they called? They're going to give you Deku nuts instead. So we can light that torch to open the door, but we still have that treasure chest to grab. And as a result, we pick up, I believe, another recovery heart. There's lots of those in this dungeon, but the more important thing for why we came over here was this golden skulltula. Gives us a token proving we destroyed it. We are going to be going for all 100 of those. I think it's only 100 in this one. All 100 of those we get as we get a chance. So you can either shoot them in the back, or Deku sticks give you enough range you can just kind of swat them. But you need your sword to do this. Alright, come on. We got a sword strike down, and that'll... I hit too close to the edge, so it didn't count? What? Alright, back up we go. You're supposed to be able to jump slash, and that'll just auto cut through that thing. Yes, not today. And since we went into that room up there, all these skulltulas have returned. But the one we killed up top shouldn't have returned. And you can see, since we got the cutscene, when we pick up more Deku seeds, it's just an instant, okay, here you go. Looks like we're actually gonna have 2 parts in this dungeon just because of bad luck. Because we would have been entering the second area already and been a little more feasible to finish it. So like I said, you can kill it with either the Deku stick, because the Deku stick does a lot of damage, or Deku nuts. What do you have to say, Navi? You can see below this web using this. And yes, if you turn that on, you can look down and hey, there's water down there. I don't understand why it's being so troublesome for me to cut through, though. I am keeping this in, though, because... What? You guys saw me make the jump twice. Good. I guess I've been making it too far? If that's even a thing? I'm sorry, you jumped too far on your spiderweb? Yeah, you don't weigh enough anymore. That's the thing. It's like I've got the sword, I've got the weight, and this one did not respond because, well, I guess let's wait closer to the ground before doing it. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong because I thought for sure it was just sorted. At least we're confirming there is absolutely nothing possible hidden on at least these first two floors. I don't know what it considers it because we go up a bit on the first floor and then we actually climb to a different floor. On these few platform areas, we have nothing. So, okay. That felt the exact same as the rest, but I'll take it. And now we have access to another Skulltula, which is going to pew, and then turn way around and kill this one. Now it's just a matter of getting those two. Alright, so if you L target and then backflip, is it? I forget exactly how you're supposed to get this one. Oh yeah, we can step on this switch. It'll ignite the torch and burn down the spider web around it. We got a gold Skulltula, a token proving we destroyed it. And another gold Skulltula token. So that's going to be 3 of the 4 that are in this dungeon, and all we'll be able to get on this trip through. What do we get from this treasure chest that we had to hit the switch for? Another recovery heart, but it clears the treasure chest off the map, and that's the important part. So we can light our Deku stick, and as long as we go on the shallow portion, we are able to walk across that water without losing it. And if you slash, you put the Deku stick away, which causes you to be able to reuse the same stick. Not really interested in getting any more than that. Let's sneak our way through. So, another locked door, another Deku scrub. Let's see if we can just kind of open it with talking to him again. Please forgive me. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You'll never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? A little, but I think that's fine. Yeah, you're helping me, so it's a good traitor. And we shoot this eye. The silver eyes you can take care of with your slingshot. I don't know if the golden ones are also able to. Or those are specifically later items in the game. The bow and whatnot. I think actually the bow and I guess hook shot. You get into the water, you hold down A, you can dive. Hold L while underwater, you can change your view. Bet there are some interesting things down there. So, we dive and we can hit this switch, which lightly drains the water. However, we still need to make it onto that platform because the spiky log is enough to threaten us. I think in Master Quest you actually have to roll under that, but this isn't Master Quest, so. Okay, I guess I deserved that one. I like how the golden ones take the same amount of hits as the regular one. Stand next to this block and grab hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push or pull. If you stand next to the block and press A while pressing forward, you can climb on top of it. Pay attention to what the action icon says. I wish they really would have just given it another key, but I guess they didn't have that option at the time. So, if you're walking towards it and hit A, it'll let you climb it. The action icon's supposed to say it. I didn't see it say it, but still. Alright, so, if you didn't already know it, this is where you learn. 1, Deku Babas can give you Deku Sticks, and 2, Deku Sticks are used as torches. You're gonna pick up one more because I always like to be full on Deku Sticks if I can be. And before we continue on deeper into the dungeon, we're gonna call it. Thank you guys for watching this episode of Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D. The next part, we will hopefully cure what ails the Deku Tree. See you guys then.